Welcome to my first ever YouTube live video. I've made so many dozens of Facebook videos live, but this is my first ever YouTube. Just thought let's do it. This is my beautiful Cryonite rock lamp. And in this video, I want to welcome you all to this beautiful new day and this beautiful special new moment. And thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. So this video is about what does living in the now truly mean. And basically, it means having a quieter mind, a more relaxed, quieter mind. It means not being obsessed and totally focused and preoccupied and addicted to thinking about the past and the future all the time, like constantly always thinking about the past and the future. So when we do live in the now more, we're getting out of our head and we're getting into our senses. We're out of our mind and into our senses. Because ultimately we always live in the now, because that's where we are. We can never be away from the now. But our mind can think away from the now, in which case we lose this sensual connection, like audio, hearing, listening to the birds, seeing the sounds, or hearing the sounds, seeing the trees, the plants, the people, like seeing what's in front of us, feeling the energy of the now moment, the people, the situation, the surroundings. For example, being deeply aware that right now I'm making a video, instead of being lost in my memories of the past, or like rushing to the future. So what you find these days when people are not living in the now per se, they're rushing to the future and they're carrying baggage from the past in their moment, So a lot of fear, worry, and anxiety related to the future, and a lot of maybe regret, sadness, resentment, or bitterness, and non-forgiveness related to the past. So to live more in the now, what you simply do is you aim to quieten your mind a little bit. You can still work. You can use the mind as a tool. It can function, but when it's not an unbalanced overdrive, it actually even works better, and you get things better. You get things done better. Another thing when you're living in the now, not only do you notice things sensually and visually and touch-wise also, we actually become aware of the things like emptiness, like space, like not only things, but like the gap or the space in between the things. And not only do you notice sound, but you notice silence and quietness. So to notice silence and quietness, Eckhart Tolle says, is if that's the only spiritual practice you ever did in your life, that would be enough. Because you cannot have a racing, busy mind and notice quietness or silence. So by the sheer fact that you do notice quietness or silence, that means you have already quietened your mind, and the consciousness, the quietness within you has just recognized the quietness and the spaciousness and the silence outwardly. Similarly, if you can notice the quietness and the silence in your own head, it's the same thing. You've just realized that you've a quiet mind and you're connecting to that spaciousness or consciousness also that you are. So when you can relax, all of this brings relaxation and calmness and peace and much more harmony within your energetic stream, your energy field, your aura. And it's just a nice way to go about living more, instead of rushing to the future and never actually arriving in the now moment. Because sometimes I'm out living, and one of the things I recognize to myself is the hardest destination to get to is actually here now, which is ironical. Because I find myself also rushing to the future, my next destination, my next stop, etc. Or arriving home even. So it's really nice just to connect for me visually. It's one of the best, easiest ways to root into the now. Breathing is also a wonderful way to become present into the now also, to relax, to calm down. And listening to the silence and the quietness also, or else just paying a lot of full attention to something, one particular thing. Like the Zen Buddhists say, Zen is one thing at a time. So just focus on turning the door handle, focus on that little next cycle, focus on the bird or looking at the tree, look deeply at the sky. All that type of thing will work. So it's simple as that, everyone. I hope this video helped, and if you like these videos, hit the bell button to get notifications of future videos about spirituality, healing, herbs, healthy living, and healing holistically, body, mind, spirit. Okay, diet, fasting, etc., and herbs, superfoods, and all that type of thing. So, and relationships and communication. So, and also share for anyone who you think might be interested in this topic, and befriend me on Facebook and other social media, and I'll be happy to connect with you. Okay, thanks, and have a lovely day. Peace. Peace be with you. How do you finish this? Probably. This is my first video, remember?